I got myself together, I think. Just went thrifting, right? And as per usual, I go to, like, you know, the electronics and then check out the vinyl and stuff. And, whoa, all for $1.18 was the price tag. First off, we got the amazing Sesame Street. Now, the cool thing about this, now I had to take the plastic off of some, there was a lot of Barry Manilow and stuff that wasn't as deserving. But, this is like of the original cast, and, you know, it has such greats as, you know, Sesame Street, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. One of my favorites is, One of These Things, killer tune. But, yeah, it's of the original cast and all that, and, I just thought it was like a nice keepsake. Now, the album itself is tore up, but, it's, you know, it's got the whole thing to it. So I was like, wow, okay. Now, I know, not too metal. You know, like, oh, what are you doing? So I know I gotta step it up a little bit. And, well, found this beauty. This is, in my opinion, one of Hank's, well, it was one of his most popular albums. I mean, I always saw this in people's collections, even people that don't like country. You know, the old country is different. We can go into that conversation and spend hours on it. But, yeah, this album actually, you know, Pops, I know you know, contains actually a lot of covers. Working for MCA, Sweet Home Alabama, LaGrange. He does a pretty killer version of LaGrange, I think. House of the Rising Sun. There's quite a few others here, but this, I remember taking Nana to see Hank Williams Jr. Live, and that was when I was like, holy shit, because he came out, and I think Nana was even kind of blown away by his vulgarity and stuff. You know, he wasn't what you expected with the country music thing, but all that being said, the album is like brand new. It's like, you know, barely been touched or anything. I haven't seen any scratches to, you know, to really, you know. So, yeah. So you got that. But yeah, perfect condition. Just beautiful, right? Then you got these ones, which you see these a lot, but, well, some of these, but, like, I got Scorpions. This is double live Tokyo tapes. It isn't like it's rare, but it isn't like you see it all the time. And it's a good example of what a kick-ass band Scorpions were in their own time, especially they just, you know, wow, rock the hell out. But again, beautiful condition, and of course, in my opinion, their best album, Scorpions, Love at First Sting. Again, inlay's pretty decent, but the album is, I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah. So, but wait, there's more. Uh-oh. Gonna get it in the groove, man. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, no. Alright. So, now, hey, here's some ones that I know you'll dig. We got, in my opinion, Joe Walsh's best album. But seriously, folks, really. Again, man, whoa, the condition of this album is, it's brand new. Now, when I saw that all these albums were over there, and they were just thrown in crates, which were on the floor, and, but there was like 4 of them or whatever, and instantly when I saw it, was like, I hovered over this area. So, and there was like, CDs and stuff above it and everything, and people were kind of finding it hard to look at anything with my dumb ass in the way. Jimmy Page, Outrider. This was, there's a lot of stuff that Jimmy Page did in his solo career, and I mean, there's a lot of bigger fans of Jimmy Page. I'm more, I'm a period just a Jimmy Page fan, but I wouldn't say that I've followed all of his solo efforts, because he's had quite a few of them, and he's been in things that I've learned, after the fact that, oh, wow, that was him, type of thing. So there's a lot of projects he's been in, and a lot of killer music that I think a lot of people don't even realize he had a part in one way or another. But this is, the album, it's like the cover and stuff is in kind of shitty condition. It came unglued. It's not like untorn or, it's, nothing like that rip. It's just like literally unglued. So, yeah. Other than that, which makes it a pain in the ass to get in its thing, and I'm going to take it right back out, Geffen. Beautiful. But wait, there's more. You're gonna be, when I saw some of these albums, I was like, are you friggin' kidding me? I felt like I was stealing some of them. It was a weird, should I give him more money? Nah. Got some Motley Crue. Shout at the Devil. Bam! I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Motley Crue fan, but vintage is vintage, damn it. And this was pretty iconic in my time growing up. Motley Crue was obviously a big, influence for a lot of people. Now, this cover, I always thought they were covering, or they were copying Sticky Fingers from the Rolling Stones, because it really resembles the whole. It's like a punked out or a heavy metaled out version of the Sticky Fingers cover. To me, that's what it is. So it's like they copied Rolling Stones in a way. And I don't know if that was the idea or whatever. The album title is Too Fast for Love. And again, both these albums with the goodies that come with them. And remember when they used to marketing Electra, rah! I would say this is pretty near excellent condition. It's got a few fingerprints and stuff like that on it, but these albums were treated very, very nice, and I think it's only proper that they continue to get treated as such, being just a vinyl fan. And I wouldn't say that I'm going to be throwing these on a whole lot. Well, the first one I would be more than any other, but yeah, Motley Crue is still a badass band in their own right, and definitely a big part of music as we know it today. Now, put these away real quick. Now we got, I'll go with a couple of these now. I started digging right through methodically when I started seeing these, because I know, and I've seen the cover, the version of it, but there's a cover of this where they're all on, it's like everything's on fire, and I believe because of everything that happened with Leonard Skynyrd, it was later changed because of the way the flames made some people, I don't know, I guess you can really, draw the, it was kind of weird, where the way the flames came around some of the members that weren't alive anymore. Pretty weird. But Leonard Skynyrd, Street Survivors, and Leonard Skynyrd, nerd, both pretty damn good condition, I must say. I wouldn't even be surprised if you didn't hear a crackle or a pop listening to this album. Which is saying something, because the inlay and everything for it's a little tore up sleeve there, but it's in damn near perfect condition, as well as wow, man. And there's a place that I go to that, sells vintage stuff, and they got records and stuff. And a lot of these albums, they're not selling them for no $1 a piece, I'll tell you that. And obviously the whole, I don't think people appreciate that as much anymore as, and I really appreciate it when bands, go out and they include the lyrics and the stuff in their band, in their inlays and stuff like that. I just got a brand new album, Grave Huffer, and they totally recognize the whole. They remember vinyls and the way they and not only did I get some goodies and everything with that album, but go get it, go to Grave Huffer, go buy that album. But it had all the stuff that, the goodies that used to come with vinyl records and stuff. So, on that note, also, we got some Dylan, dude! Volume 2, Greatest Hits. There's a lot with this. Of course, it's a double album. But, again, It's got two different sleeves, but I think I had to grab one or something. But I hate these plastic sleeves. But the albums, bam. I mean, these Dylan ones got a little bit of wear and tear on them. But it wasn't like somebody was manhandling them or letting the kids play with them like the Sesame Street ones. But yeah, way badass. Now we got some Maiden. Bam. Peace of Mind, badass album. It's got the inlay, everything's, and that I believe came with the album is here. Yeah, this one's got some fingerprints on it and a couple of scratches, but it's totally cleaned up, and listenable. But it's not it's not what I would call a put it on the list of great albums or as far as condition. It's got some wear and tear. This one got some use, that's for sure. But that's good. It isn't like it was ruined. It was played to death. That's awesome. You gotta love that. So definitely want to keep the keep what's left of her and kind of suspended animation out of respect. Speaking of peace of mind, locked up, chained up, and crazy, got some Quiet Riot, Mental Health. Awesome. Yeah, dude, I remember listening to this album growing up and shit, and freaking, of course, bang your head and all that. Friggin' everybody, come on, feel the noise, blah, 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 awesome tunage. Got Quiet Riot 3. They have a new album coming out, actually. Quiet Riot, A Night in Milan, is coming out very soon. So, any Quiet Riot fans, yeah, they're gonna have some new material coming out. But, Quiet Riot 3, and, all the 80s glam that comes with it, and, she's in damn near pristine condition. I'm telling you, man, it blew my mind that some of these albums were just even being obtainable the way they were. It's like, oh yeah, that's $1. Like, really? I'm not sure it should only be $1. Now, here we go. I got some albums here that I got Dio. Bam. This one's cool because the way they just got the lyrics for Sacred Heart. This is a badass album. I mean, it's Dio, man. I mean, come on now. These next albums. These albums were made when society wasn't full of pussies to try to take offense at everything. You won't find many albums with titles like this. I don't know, maybe you will. Guess I can't speak for all the as a rap artist and stuff like that. But Richard Pryor, hell yeah! Definitely. I more watched with Richard Pryor, and the more of the comedy albums that I listened to, like I watched Richard Pryor stand up, and I watched Eddie Murphy stand up, which is bam, Eddie Murphy. Bam. These albums look like they got like stuck together or whatever for whatever reason, but early Eddie Murphy. And just some of the titles of this album, I mean, people would be friggin' losing their minds. So it kind of goes to show how society's really, I don't know, man, full of a bunch of pussies. But, yeah, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. Like I said, I didn't listen to them much of their vinyls. You know, here and there, you know, I would, but I didn't really own much. This is really cool, and that it's early stuff, really badass. So, definitely. Oh, shit. I think the vocalist was, I'm not sure. Why? Is that vocalist dead or something? Dio's God. And Pryor is a legend. Now, I'm not sure. I think this album, I'm not sure if this album's before he burned himself up. Blew himself up there, or 1974 Grammy Comedy Award winner. I can't read any of the... But, you know, the real fans of Pryor remember what he did. And, yeah. So I'm not sure if this is post or pre. Crack pipe explosion. Alright, oh, here comes these ones. Oh, Lord. Now, we got some. Oh, first we got Boston. Now, it isn't exactly the Boston I would have wanted, but this is a good album. You know, unless you just hate Boston or whatever, but, you know, Boston was the band at the time, and they had tons of hits. I mean, their first album, that one, that's like Put It On and Just Let It Go. That's a damn near flawless album. And later on in history, reading about some of the stuff about their recording and how they did everything, it's just kind of nuts. It's cool. Of course, I love, you know, reading about stuff like that. Now things are, you know, not as crazy as like the whole Deep Purple Smoke on the Water thing, but awesome, just the same. Now, I've had this in my collection numerous times. Oh, he is? Yeah, then I don't know. Who the hell? I'll have to look at it, because I get sent the promo stuff and everything, but I just kind of skimmed it over to see release dates and stuff. I hadn't, you know, so many of them have been dying lately. It's just like, wow. But Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz, badass album. And it's all here. I remember, every time I would see this, because of Ozzy, I would think that, I would automatically assume, or just think, you know, being young and dumb, I would automatically assume that it was like an Aussie album or something like that, and be instantly disappointed because it wouldn't be sometimes. But all right, if you're gonna have Blizzard of Oz, well, you better have Ultimate Sin, goddammit. This one, I was like, are you kidding me? Now, remember I think it was the drummer of, back on the Ultimate Sin days, just was able to get his, records or whatever, his platinum records, which was getting held up because of, Miss Osborne there. The lack of getting into all the drama about it, but it's cool that he's getting recognized as a writer and all that. And I mean, it isn't like they're going to have to worry about royalties. They're all millionaires beyond rich, and he's dying. He just wants the credit, you know, to Jesus, give the guy a little bit of something, man. And this surprised me, and of course pleasantly surprised, and I instantly started digging for more. Black Sabbath, live at last. Oh, nice, Bon. Yeah, I just scored these. I mean, the thing is I had given up. I've gone through a couple collections already, and extensive collections, big collections, and, you know, for reasons, you know, that take forever to get into, you know, I've lost them. And, you know, so I kind of resigned myself to, I'm not going to be collecting records, you know, and, but, you know, the Grave Huffer thing came along, and, you know, I got that record, and was like, you know, of course, getting records here and there and stuff like that's one thing. But then I saw this, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to start collecting again. Because, wow, Black Sabbath, live at last, awesome album. And breakfast. What are you listening to? That new Grave Huffer just came out on vinyl. That's pretty tight. I just got that. That's a badass album. It's all remixed, too, for the vinyl. Which is, you know, being that I listen to them on a daily basis, for work and pleasure, I noticed it right off that it was mixed different. And, it definitely lends itself to the vinyl for sure. Okay. Now, last two. The first Led Zeppelin. Bam. And to boot, it is in pristine condition. It's like the album never got played, it just got bought and put away. For real. I mean, there's no scratches, there's no even sign that it was taken out and played. So, yeah, there's that. Led Zeppelin, I mean, it's hard to choose, but one of the best Led Zeppelin albums out there. I mean, it's got so many fucking hits, and it's one of my faves. So, yeah, Now, last, not least, let me make sure I ain't skipping any here. Bam! Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Yep. And it was priced somewhere at one time for $3.98. But I got it for $1.20. And as far as albums go, it's in pretty fair condition. I mean, it's got some play on it, but it's totally, listenable. And of course, excellent album. I mean, wow. But yeah, Metallica, Kill 'Em All on vinyl for $1.20. Not too shabby. So yeah, I guess the days of just giving up on that end of it are over. 'Cause I ended up walking out of the store with this whole stack for $20. Well, just over $20, I think. I think there's like 22 albums there. So, yeah. Not too shabby. I think that was quite the score. The ones that I left behind were, big band and stuff that they have a million of, and, stuff, frankly, I just didn't want. But, yeah. I was like, totally like, whoa, holy shit. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, it's nuts, man. Some Jean-Luc Ponty, huh? I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I was really excited. So I guess this is the beginnings again of another. Don't forget, also just got that album. So that's like, it's like making it Christmas. Oh, and we found. What are the other ones here? Oh. Yeah, I wanted to show this one to you too, Pops. Look at this. Pearl Jam 10. This album must weigh freaking 4 pounds. This thing's like, wow. Insane. It's a double album, and the gram weight on these albums is insane. There's that thing, which is way cool. Jesus, don't drop the fucking thing. But yeah, really, really thick-ass albums, man. I was like, holy shit. This thing weighs a ton. But, yeah, again, totally like, remastered, vinylized Pearl Jam 10. So, yeah, there's that. Jean-Luc. Oh, cool, man. Thanks for the link, dude. Yeah, dude. Still kind of blown away. When we were at the checkout, it was like I had that feeling like I had like done something like I was getting away with something I shouldn't be. You know? Like I switched stickers or something, but it was like, nope, vinyls, $1.18, which was a weird price. But yeah, definitely way cool, man. But yeah, thanks for that link, man. I'm going to check that out. I'm getting into some of the newer jazz fusion type stuff. There's so many different subgenres of stuff now. It's just insane. But all right, guys. I hope you dug that. I kind of wanted to throw that at you. I was quite amazed. So anyway, with all that being said, hope you guys are really? Are you serious? Because, dude, this album weighs, I found it at a store that it shouldn't have even been at. Like, I found it at a store I was picking up food. It wasn't like I got it at a record store. It was... Wow. That's insane, man. I didn't know. That's cool. Well, it ended up being the old lady's Christmas present because she's right into Pearl Jam. So that ended up being hers. I had no idea, man. Holy shit. But, wow. Alright, I'm gonna, holy fuck, dude. I'm gonna have to go check that out. On Discogs. That's insanity. Oh man, I think I paid like, I don't know, maybe 12, 15, maybe $20. Something like that. I didn't pay much for it. I was just like, oh wow. Yeah, I think it might have been like 20, 25, something like that, because it's a double album, some crap like that. Also picked up an Adele album for my son that was a heavy gram weight. That's insane. Oh, wow. Dude. Yeah, it's right there, man. That's it. This is the one. It's got all the lyrics. It's all handwritten stuff. Like, I mean, obviously it's not. But Wow. We're gonna have to tell the wife. Oh man. That's it. That looks like the one to me. I mean, that's nuts, man. Wow. All right. I'm gonna log off here. Thanks for checking it out, man. Hope you dug my the beginnings of my new vinyl collection. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.